Hello everyone, I'm back with my second video on my Metropol. As promised, I am going to be filming the setup of my new binder. I was able to actually get it ready to go quite quickly because I had been making notes and kind of planning on paper while I waited for it to arrive. It's quite stuffed, and I love it. Anyways, if you've watched my other videos when I filmed for my Red Compact Chameleon, a lot of this stuff is going to be very familiar. The only difference is that since the rings are bigger, I was able to add more paper for other things that I had in mind that I wanted to keep with me at all times, and other sections. So in the front card slots here, I have some rewards cards, a library card, some stickers, that kind of thing. In this pocket here, I keep an Ignis card that has my daily intention of the day and a blessing my mom sent me from Panama. I read these every morning before I start my work day to kind of set the tone for my day, make it as positive and as streamlined as possible. You might recognize this cover page. I have a teal colored paper here that has my information and my husband's phone number in the case of an emergency, and then some super sticky notes here. Now, I had removed all tab inserts from my Red Compact Chameleon because I felt that that would give me more space for paper. I took that idea from Emmy. When she set up her Regency, she took out the inserts, the tabs, and she used post-it flags. So that's what I did in mine, and I thought, oh, now that I have bigger rings, I'll want to go back to pretty inserts and whatnot. But the truth is, I really like just using tabs to divide my sections, and I really like top tabs. So some of these you recognize. I have my push tab, which is my goals, my lists, my to-dos. This one that says hotness is basically for my weight loss me project type thing. Finances, I did add a notes tab, which I'll go into a little more detail now. And this thing with the stars is my this week marker. I'll show you that in a moment. So I am going to show you my diary first. Sandra was so kind to send me cotton cream Filofax diary pages, the week on 2 pages for the rest of the year. Thank you, Sandra. And I love them. The paper is really nice. It holds up well to gel pens and felt tips and things like that. So I'm using this for the rest of the year. I made this marker with some scrapbook paper, and I put contact paper on top of it so it would last a little longer, and the holes are slits so that I can just move it around. I keep a little post-it with my weekly goals here, and then just some stickers that I can move around. You might recognize this. I draw a line about 1/4 of the way closer to the rings. That's where I put my work schedule, and then it's easy to write away from the rings, but you all know that. And I bought some really nice bright color paper from Staples, and I cut it down to size, and then these are just like leftover sides of the paper, and they work really well for notes and to-do lists for the week. So I put that in there to add a little more color, and I just interweaved one, for the next couple weeks. It's just a nice pop of color in there. Now, for the notes, what I've done is I did use tabs here. These are the A to Z tabs for addresses, and I took the idea that Lola had on her Metropol, where she used washi tape over the tabs and then just wrote on them with marker or something. So I thought that was genius, and these are, I like these. I have a lot of these, so I just use them. So let me see, we'll focus. I have projects. I have home. I'm sorry you can't really see those. I have, this is for New Hampshire. We do have a long-term goal of moving there at some point, and I want to start planning that on paper to make it a reality. Work, I am being given a little more responsibilities, work, and from my usual duties, so I figured I'd have a section where I can jot down things and meetings and things like that. It's a small section because these changes are just happening gradually. I'm hoping it'll turn into something bigger, but we'll see. And then just like miscellaneous. So I really like these. These are small. They don't take a lot of room. And it's just a way to organize my notes and not have everything in one big jumble. I also have one for quotes, and I keep quotes in here that I like. And then we get to the expenses. I made a sheet. It's just basically to keep track of bills for the month, how much they are, and when they're due and if they got paid, and then I have a space for notes and things like that. And then I also have some graph paper because, hey, why not do math on graph paper? It makes you feel a little smarter. And then at the back, I was able to get the Mead dated refill that was all the rave and Twitter conversations about a few weeks ago when Sandra showed them. I was able to get them from Target on clearance for about $3. Since I am using the cotton cream inserts, I don't have the dailies in here, but I do have the monthlies, which I'll use till the end of the year, just for planning and bills and things like that. I like the paper. It holds it holds its own against gel pens and felt tips and things like that, much better than Filofax paper. But I'm on the fence because I already knew this when I bought it. They do stick out a little bit, and that kind of bothers me a little bit. But we'll see. I have a envelope with some coupons and things like that. Back here, I keep some index cards just for whatever reason. They're pretty colored. I like them. I might hole punch them just so they're ready to insert anywhere I need them. And I do keep a moleskin here back here because I'm using this as a journal right now. If I want to get into the habit of journaling, I need to have it with me at all times. And this, once I'm done with it, I can stash it. I thought of maybe writing my journal on loose leaf paper, but I couldn't really think of a good way to archive that. This is small, it was with me at all times, and my goal is to ultimately get into the habit of doing it all the time so that then I can move into a bigger book. Okay? So that's the setup. I'm pretty happy with this binder, like I mentioned before. It is stuffed to the gills. And I really like it. I didn't think that I would like something that was so chubby, but I do. And top tabs are all the rage, guys. Pre-paper is nice, but pretty inserts, the biter tabs, but take those out and you really have a lot more room to stuff more paper in there. So thank you for watching, and I look forward to watching your video as well. So post it. Okay, bye.